Hello and welcome to the Dan Edwards Show. I am, of course, Dan Edwards. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look back at the action from this past weekend here at House of Pain Wrestling, and we're going to be kicking things off with Hucknall on Friday, the 11th of October. The show kicked off with singles action as the Money Mogul Sash went one-on-one with untouchable Brad Matthews. As Brad was closing in on victory and setting up for a pedigree on Sash, Grayson Clay stormed the ring and attacked Brad Matthews from behind. This brought Joey Slade out to the ring next, who evened the score, taking out Grayson Clay, but Sash then targeted Joey's injured knee, trying to lock in a single leg Boston Crab, but Brad Matthews saved Joey and sent Sash and Grayson packing. The referee then declared the match a no contest. It was six-man tag team action next as the bullring of the House of Pain Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson, along with his proteges Xander Scott and Josh Fenrir, were in action as they took on House of Pain's resident pirates, Pinky the Pirate and his first mate Mr. Riggs, and their partner, one half of the Badly Dressed Boys, Davey Thompson. Towards the end of the match, the bullring managed to isolate Davey in a 3-on-1 situation with Davey tied up in the ropes, but Mr. Riggs managed to pull both Xander and Josh out of the ring and free Davey from the ropes, which is when Davey slapped Kyle round the face and then hit a Rikishi driver to pin the Heritage Champion, picking up the win for the team. Kid Rothrock came to the ring next and said that his scheduled match with Brandon Brooks will not be going ahead as he is still in holiday mode and has no plans of wrestling the same day that he has landed back from his holiday. This brought Brandon Brooks to the ring, who attacked Kid Rothrock and ended up pulling his trousers down before knocking him out the ring, and Kid Rothrock ran to the backstage area with his trousers round his ankles. It was singles action next as the leader of the Black Sheep, Johnny Sharp, was in action, going one-on-one with the vulgar display of power, Franco Fate. Jaden Law, who had bought a ticket to the show, was sat in the front row, and this seemed to put Johnny off throughout the match, but Johnny still managed to take control. But as he was setting up for the Yorkshire Claymore, Franco cut him off with a huge clothesline and then finished him off with an Oklahoma Stampede to pin the Shepherd. The House of Pain Heavyweight Champion Joey Slade was in non-title action next as he went one-on-one with Mr. Number 1, Niall Hind. Niall did target Joey's injured knee during the match, but this wasn't enough, and towards the end of the match it became a back and forth attempt at pinfalls, which eventually saw Joey out wrestling Niall to reverse a pin attempt into one of his own and secure the victory. After the match though, the Money Mogul Sash came out to the ring and sarcastically applauded Joey Slade for his efforts. It seems that the issues between Joey and Sash are just getting started. Just before the main event, Oscar Prospero came out to the ring and said that he was in Hucknall to watch TJ Dean fail and then took a seat at ringside to watch the main event, which was a Halloween Monsters Ball street fight, which saw myself teaming up with the Tribal Beef Grayson Clay and the Beastess Dolly Dharma to take on the team of the House of Pain Tag Team Champions, the Sweet Life of Zack and TJ, and the House of Pain Women's Champion, Harley Harris. As there were no rules, the match was full of weapons, and towards the end of the match, it looked like Grayson Clay was closing in on victory as he was setting up TJ Dean for the fairy tale ending when Brad Matthews came out to the ring, hit Grayson Clay with a chair, and then the two of them fought to the backstage area. Zack and TJ then worked together to take out the Beastess Dolly Dharma, but Oscar Prospero then entered the ring and hit TJ in the face with the buckle of his leather book. I then went after Zack, but Zack managed to reverse this and sent me towards a table set up in the corner, but I stopped myself, and as Zack tried to spear me through the table, I reversed this and sent Zack crashing through the table himself. As I went for the pin, Harley smacked me in the back with a tombstone and then hit me with a sky high onto one of the Tag Team Championship belts. This meant that the match was left down to Harley Harris and the Beastess Dolly Dharma, and Dolly was in firm control, choking out Harley with a spider she found under the ring. Dolly then went up to the top rope and attempted a diving headbutt with a steel tray on her head, but Harley avoided this and Dolly crashed headfirst into the tray. Harley then finished Dolly off with a pedigree onto the tray to pick up the win for the team. Moving on to Beeston now. On Saturday the 12th of October, the show kicked off with tag team action as the massive Matlock teamed up with the House of Pain Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson to take on the team of Joseph the Iron Star and Alex Rue. During the match, Kyle kept bossing Matlock around to the point that Matlock left the match, and it looked like Alex Rue had the match won when Matlock returned to the ring, taking out Alex and securing the win for him and Kyle. After the match, Kyle was attacked by both Joe and Alex, and Matlock just walked away, leaving Kyle to get beat down 2-on-1. Indigo Jones came to the ring next to address his change of heart that he had last month in Beeston, and said that during his time away from the ring he had been suffering with mental health issues, and the help that he has received has helped him see a new light. This is when the man he attacked last month and his opponent for later in the night, Owen Ocean, came to the ring and challenged him to have their match right there and then. Indigo then ripped off his trousers and top to reveal his wrestling gear underneath, and the match was on. This was a closely contested match which saw Indigo picking up the win with a roll-up. Owen, not happy with the loss, attacked Indigo after the match, which brought out Mikey McLovin to make the save. Indigo thanked him and offered him a handshake, and Mikey told him that now they are even, but he still doesn't trust Indigo Jones. It was six-man tag team action next as the black sheep of the Shepherd, Johnny Sharp, Mr. Nice Guy, Will Roberts, and the monster, Rayner, took on the team of the suntan Superman, LJ Heron, Marley Hayden, and Kobe Woods. Towards the end of the match, Kobe looked to have Will beat, but Johnny Sharp hit him with a Yorkshire Claymore out of nowhere, and Will Roberts luckily landed on top of Kobe to secure the pin and the win for the team. It was match 3 of Jaden Law's Black Sheep Challenge next, where whoever won the match could pick a stipulation for the match between Jaden and Johnny Sharp. Jaden had lost to Rayner and beaten Will Roberts so far, so Jaden gets to pick one stipulation and Johnny gets to pick one stipulation, and the match tonight was against Ryu Genshin for who could pick the final stipulation for the match. And it was Jaden Law picking up the win, meaning Jaden gets to choose 2 stipulations and Johnny only 1. Jaden had already announced his first stipulation for his match with Johnny next month in Beeston, and that is that the Black Sheep are banned from ringside. Johnny Sharp then revealed his stipulation would be that the match would be a dog collar match, and the final stipulation was that Styx would be the special guest referee. The singles action continued next as it was the Tribal Beef Grayson Clay going one-on-one with the Powerhouse Punk Mikey McLovin. Mikey looked to have things in firm control as he went up to the top rope, but Owen Ocean came out to ringside and shoved Mikey off the top, causing the disqualification. Grayson and Owen then worked together on Mikey until Indigo Jones came out to the ring to make the save, where he knocked down Grayson, knocked down Owen, and then knocked down Mikey as well. Indigo tried to explain to Mikey that it was an accident, but Mikey was not buying it. In the main event of the night, it was match 5 in the best of 5 series between Big Man Inc. and the Badly Dressed Boys, this time contested under street fight rules. This match is being described as the craziest match in House of Pain history. We saw tables, ladders, chairs, trash cans, parts of the entranceway, and even Brandon Brooks's mum, Kat, got involved in the match. But eventually it was the Black Sheep attacking the Badly Dressed Boys, which left an opening for Big Man Inc. to pick up the win and win the best of 5 series 3 matches to 2, meaning that Big Man Inc. have earned themselves a shot at the House of Pain tag team titles, and they will challenge the Sweet Life of Zach and TJ next Saturday in Sawley. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time right here on the Dan Edwards Show.